Yeah. Nope. Yeah. So, talking about the Xbox preview, I actually have a stream going up right now that I'm supposed to be doing for games for IGN and stuff like that. I got asked to do something, so I'm actually streaming exactly right now, which is nuts. But as for this Capcom game, dude, I don't know what the hell they're doing. It's like a ceremonial dance while they're murdering things. It's kind of psychotic. Yeah, I'm literally watching it right now, and it is called Purge. It's called Purge. Let me see what this is. Purge the development or something like that. I don't know. Is that even a word? I didn't learn that in school. Right. Because there is some pretty cool moments that seems like kind of a glory kill moment. Like after you get done doing your regular attacks and stuff like that. So it's kind of interesting. Yeah, it just says 2024 classic Xbox. What up, Ray Chi? What's cracking? Good to see you, brother. I'm actually on a podcast with Matt Likes Games right now on his channel, but I'm getting ready for the showcase over here. Yeah, let's get into the topics. Yeah, $700 for one of those SpongeBob things, yeah, bro. Like, I get it. Like, I get it. Like, you're partnering with somebody, you gotta have some sort of revenue to get from the actual partnership itself. Red Infamy invited me to do this for her in the channel, so hopefully you guys appreciate that. No, they did not. No. Missed opportunity.
You have a lot of IP.
I don't know if they care about that.
I want to say it was
Hell no, man. Right. Not really, man. I mean, it's just disappointing to only see that. Like it's just like I just want Microsoft to take advantage of what they got, and it seems like they kind of just sit back and let others do what they need to do, and don't quite do it themselves. Like they see all these people working around them, and they're willing to team up with people, but I'm just like, why aren't you doing this stuff? So it's just weird. Yeah, but there are a lot of them are sweepstake stuff, and it's just like, okay, like who cares? Like I don't even care to pay attention because it's just like, oh, Diablo sweepstakes console. Yeah, sure. Like I'm not probably gonna be able to get that. Oh, Armored Core one. Oh, that's pretty cool. Probably not gonna be able to get that. Like you know what I mean? Like oh, sweet Forza. There's a Porsche edition. Probably not gonna be able to get that. You know what I mean? It's just like man, so many opportunities of like where people are like genuinely interested, and sure you could do a sweepstakes on it, but why not sell some as well? like like I said, like 10,000 or something like that, just to know that it's gonna go off the shelf, right? Like I know 10,000 is a small number, right? But like that's kind of what makes it like I gotta get it kind of thing, you know? Like how many cool times do you know in the past where they're like where they're like, oh yeah, this special edition of like a Dodge Viper or something, they only made 100,000 of these or something like that. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, and you got this special little thing on the back. You remember how much they were talking about the Scorpio? And they're like, oh, this one, like they made it. They made it feel like I know it was mass production, but they made it feel like it was like something special. You know what I mean? Whereas kind of like, hey, it has this very specific signature on it that says Scorpio and all this other cool stuff. So it's just like you can do it. You just have to lean into it. And I just feel like they're not really leaning into anything. Right. My day's going pretty good, Yobi. How about yourself, brother? Just kind of all over the place right now. My shit won't pick up my headset audio for whatever reason. So I can't get Matt's audio in here. I only got mine. So, sorry. Bear with me.
Well, if it isn't my old friends, the Dames for Games audience.
Oh shit, Destiny
What's
from
up?
Dames from
How have you guys
Games.
been? I
go.
know it's been a minute. I shouldn't have left you without a dope beat to step to. But we're back. And I promised we'd be back. And I promised we'd be bigger and better. And we are bigger and better. We have tons more developer spotlights, trailers, and we have a really special guest. Like, I was kind of shy at first, but she had me at hello. Okay? She had me at hello. And she'll have you at hello. Because you guys, I don't think you're ready for this. I don't think you're ready for the amazingness that is going to be in this show.
Oh, I don't really have much to say about that, bud.
And I planned it. I planned it with a bunch of other people. And I was like, when I
I don't have much to say about that one, bud. All I gotta say is dumb.
It's fire. I know we don't
I mean, I'm sure they're gonna cook up some pretty cool ideas, but
it would be lit.
it doesn't excite me from the jump.
Into the show, let me make sure
Seeing something like,
everyone who's
seeing WB say we're gonna lean harder into
beginning, they're the ones
making you spend more doesn't excite me.
still holding my hand as we're going through this.
And
because when I get nervous, my hand
they call it free to play, but we all know what that means. You're gonna put access behind certain things behind the paywall, you know.
Showcased twice before, but this time we partnered with them to make
So
sure
it's-
that everyone, all of the developers who are
It
taking part,
it seems like they're trying to give us compartmentalized games, and I don't like that idea.
first to the 10th. So if you're not aware, now you're aware, and you should definitely go check out all of the games in that event because there are going to be some great games. Not only that, we want to thank our broadcast partners. Huge shout out to IGN. Y'all know how to keep a girl happy. Huge shout out to GameSpot. And a huge shout out to Steam. Because without you guys, this wouldn't be possible. We wouldn't be able to reach the amount of people that we're able to reach. And last but not least, let's not forget to thank our sponsors, Freedom Games and HeroCraft. You guys are amazing. But before it gets too more serious, before we, you know, I'm just trying to calm down. I'm just, you know, this is it for me. We reached 1,000 people on Twitter. I know you guys are like, that's not a big deal, but that's a big deal for us, okay? I'm just, you know, like the feelings are flowing, so I'm just gonna step back. I'm gonna step back, and I'll be back. All right. So you guys stay tuned. Watch the show. Tell me how you like it. I know you're gonna like it. I don't know why I asked that. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. I'll see you in a bit.
Hi everyone, I'm Sarah, and I'm the co-founder and artist behind Echoes of the Plum Grove. Our game is a love letter to fans of farming sims, survival games, and history lovers. Drawing inspiration from titles like Harvest Moon and Paper Mario for the visual aesthetics, our goal was to create a world that had depth and felt very alive. We're a very small team of 2 people, so being the only artist, I got to contribute heavily into the look and the feel of our game. I've played many farming games, so I wanted to make sure that we were making a game that stood out from the rest, and Echoes of the Plum Grove stands out by blending cozy gameplay with real consequences. You have to prepare for winter, to overcome
I can tell you that this
deciding
game
if you want to be
is
kind
not
or
interesting
mean,
to me.
have your taxes due, and after your character dies, you can continue playing on as the next
Sorry.
generation. It's always been my dream to create a unique and stylistic environment that changes through the seasons, and the NPCs can change along with them. Having a
Was there
living,
another-
breathing world
was there
where
another?
characters converse with each other, learn, and interact with the world around them. I've just wanted each season to bring a different emotion and feeling to the player as you rediscover the island in a different way with each
I didn't think
passing
there was
season.
another big one. I
It's
know there's some
important to me
kid
that we bring
games
a new
that are coming
perspective
to
to
Game
creative
Pass.
gameplay. In Echoes of the Plum Grove, our NPCs recognize in-world events that are happening.
Oh, MLB The
Rumors
Show.
can
I forgot
spread,
about that one.
People can take up new jobs, and that's really something that makes our game very special. Thank you so much, Names for Games, for supporting Echoes of the Plum Grove. You can wishlist us now on Steam. I am so excited to get to show people the world we've drawn.
Hello, I'm Rebecca Harrison, founder and creative director of Flighty Felon Games, a women-led and majority indie game studio from Winnipeg, Canada. And this little guy here is my
dog.
balance for the next little while. We're making a game.
Yeah,
called
a Game
Free Ride,
Pass is
where
not
you
an
venture
exciting
through a
month
world
for
of
me.
spirits,
Game
and your
Pass.
unconscious playstyle has a real impact on the narrative.
It's an exciting month
After
for my
all,
daughter.
It's an RPG that's not just secretly a personality test. You'll never know when you're making decisions. You'll never be judged in terms of good or evil. You'll simply have to live with the consequences of your actions. In Free Ride, each character you meet is a spirit with unfinished business. And how, or if you choose to solve their problems, will tell me a lot about you. How would you react to a toxic relationship? To overworking yourself, or to the loss of someone dear to you? Each part of the game can be solved in multiple ways, changing the fate of the characters and ultimately leading to vastly different endings. And of course, at the end of it all, the game reveals your personality type. We've been having a great time making the game, so here are Anne and Pooja to tell you a bit about their experiences.
Hi, I'm Anne Friesen.
Toxic, not very
I'm the
good.
lead programmer at Flighty Felon Games. Working on Free Ride has been a very rewarding experience. I love being a part of crafting this wonderful interactive narrative with some great characters and emotional moments.
Hi, this is Pooja. My role is to create 3D environment art for Free Ride. My personal favorite artwork is Albion's house. You will eventually meet him and you will also get to visit his house. It's a wizard cottage in the middle of a valley and the design is absolutely chef's kiss. In our demo, you can play the first arc of the game where you take a journey to Pandemonium Station.
Hi everyone, my name is Katrin and I am a programmer and co-founder at Spellgarden Games. We had a very exciting last year because we launched our first game, Sticky Business. Sticky Business is a small business simulator game where you run your very own sticker shop. We started working on Sticky Business in January last year when we were actually pitching another different, bigger game to publishers, and that took a while.
To me, that was the
And we didn't
most
really have anything to do, so we
shocking.
thought, okay, let's go
Because
ahead
I
and
didn't
make
see that
a
coming
very
at
small
all.
game.
But
We started
what are
working
your
on
thoughts
Sticky
on
Business
Toys for
and
Bob
planned it as
splitting from
a 3-week
Microsoft
project.
and
To be honest,
Activision,
we really struggled
going
at the beginning, and we
completely
thought, will anybody
fully
be interested in
independent?
that? But still, we tried it, and
Let's see.
on Twitter,
Oh
and
boy.
the feedback
Am
was
I good?
so
Okay, yeah.
overwhelming
So I'm
that we thought, okay,
as for Toys for
let's
Bob,
keep
you
going
know,
and try
like
and make this game a little bit bigger.
I think what they did was
And
smart and
we
good and a
we
good
ended
look
up making
for
only 5
for
months after we
Xbox.
started working on
And
it.
I know
And
people are like
the
thinking,
whole
"Oh,
thing is
well,
gonna
you're
be-
you
I
know,
would
you just
imagine
bought
we were
them.
absolutely
What happened?
blown
You
away
know,
by
you
positive
you
feedback.
you're not
We
keeping
then
track
said,
and
"Oh,
keeping
okay,
up on top of
there's
your
gonna be more
your
and
purchases
more
and stuff like that." And
We're
it's just
working
like,
at a
dude,
very small studio.
if
We
you
don't
don't know what was going on with Toys for Bob
Sophie, our
prior,
artist who does all of our amazing
Yeah.
pixel art. Then we have
then
Sophie, our game designer, who
you're gonna be
creates
like
that
shocked to
and
find
creates
out that they were
everything in Unity.
just
And then we have
working on
Chloe,
Call of
who is a
Duty.
programmer. And
You
then
know what I
I
mean?
am also a
So
programmer.
like
I
they let
started
them go
designing
more or
user
less to
after I finished my
allow
studies.
them
I started
to
working at an indie
be
game
more
where I also met all of the other cool people.
to allow them to be more creative, right? Let them do their own thing, let them have their own, you know, life, and you know, do what you actually want to do instead of what we need you to do. We could get rid of you and then just hire more people to help for Call of Duty, and you're able to work with what you want to work with, and then you'll partner with us when you seem necessary, and hopefully it's with most of the games that you
all
got.
of this was
Yeah.
very exciting, and
So I just think it all around is good.
thank you.
I totally agree with that. I mean, I like he said, they were basically
Mr. Joanna Dark in my chat said Toys for Bob was Toys for Duty.
That's all it was. That's all it was. It's hilarious because they were. I mean, it's not hilarious, but they were relegated to just. Yo, we're working on Call of Duty until the end of time, and getting out from under. Here's the thing. I wonder if, even with Microsoft buying Activision, I wonder if they were in a situation where things weren't going to change much, because I know the way that they apparently run Bethesda, which I'm assuming is the way they'll run Activision, is Bethesda's still Bethesda. Like, they still call the shots over there for the most part. For the most part, they still call the shots over there. I'm wondering if it was the same kind of deal with Activision, where it was like, yeah, you bought us, but we still kind of call the shots over here for the most part. And Toys for Bob is going to be working on Call of Duty. And I wonder if Toys for Bob was just like, please, somebody save us from this. And they managed to get out from underneath it. Good on them. You know, I know they were also in their statement. They kind of said something along the lines of keep your horns up. Kind of, sort of, a little bit teasing maybe a Spyro return. Who knows? But we'll see. Hopefully everything works out for Toys for Bob. It's a good situation for them. You know, they're in charge of their own fate, so to say. It's a lot of risk, but also could be a whole lot of reward. And you don't got to work on Call of Duty for the rest of the time, so good on them.
Max. Hey, I just wanted to point out real quick that I'm checking out the Dames for Games, IGN. I'm doing like a little co-stream right now, and they got this game on here that like looks nuts. Like, it's not like nuts in the sense of like what we just got done seeing with like the Xbox showcases and whatnot. It's just like a bunch of like grivels. It looks pretty cool for like something for my daughter. I don't know. I just felt like mentioning that. You should throw on this show though when you get done. When we get done here, just to see what it's all about. It's pretty interesting. They got some. They're just talking. Yeah. It's on YouTube. It's like a bunch of ladies that are like developers and stuff like that. They're talking about the different games that they're working on and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Some of the games pretty interesting. Some of the games not so much, if I'm being honest. But it's more games, so what's wrong with that? You know, right?
Absolutely. In fact, let me full screen it here. I got the volume turned off, but I'll let it play while we talk.
Yeah, perfect.
But yeah, I mean, the big thing from last week was obviously Toys for Bob. You know, Saber Interactive, like I said, doing the exact same thing, departing from Embracer, which, I mean, just to give my opinion on that. Listen, getting away from Embracer is a win.
Yeah, big time.
That's a huge.
See what happened to Volition.
Yeah, if anybody who can escape, get the hell out, please. Save yourself.
Get out of them grimy hands.
Yeah, it's no good over there. So hats off to them. You know, they're working on Space Marine 2. I also know they said they're working on KOTOR remake. So apparently that's still in play. To some degree, at some point, maybe we'll see. Who knows? We are working very hard to release the game. Rachie says Toys for Bob is now a strong, independent woman from a toxic relationship.
Yeah, let's call it what it is, and I felt like that was perfect.
It is.
That was perfect because you know. They deserve so much better.
Yeah, Activision was up to no good. Activision was sleeping around. It wasn't good. It wasn't a good look. Oh my God, Mike. Mike just. Mike.
Oh, I think he just realized. Well, we're usually in the other thing, so.
Yeah, it's not his fault. It's not his fault. That's on us. I didn't even think about that, quite frankly, until you just said that. But yeah, I mean, also layoffs.
There. You got to turn your camera back on.
Whoa, hold on. Okay.
I put Mike in the lobby.
There we go. Perfect.
There we go.
Yeah.
Now we can join them afterwards.
For sure. But yeah, the layoffs at PlayStation, layoffs at EA, London studio closing down. I know the big talking point there was like, oh, but London studio hasn't produced a game in a pretty long time. I think I gotta be honest, the only London studio game I really enjoyed was the Getaway series. I don't know if you played the Getaway series back in the day. PS2.
Yeah.
And
yeah, you're in London, and
yeah.
Loke loves it because there's rovers in the game.
Yeah. Yeah. For what, dude? Loke loves loves rovers. He loves them.
It's all about the Land Rover.
He can't get enough of that stuff. But yeah, I love those games. But yeah, apparently they haven't released much, or at least not really many big hits. But it does suck to see a studio closing down. I mean, to be perfectly honest, and it just sucks to see the trend continuing of mass layoffs. I mean, I think EA it was like what 670 employees. At PlayStation it was 900. Which, you know, and then not too many weeks before that, it was Xbox with like 1,900. Like it's not looking good lately.
Yeah, man, we gotta protect these developers, man. We gotta
do something.
I mean, hopefully they get these Game Pass deals that can keep them, you know, cooking and doing stuff, and also, you know, get these sales for these games and stuff like that. People keep saying, "Oh, stop expecting Game Pass to, you know, give you games and stuff like that." I'm like, dude, they're paid already. They're good to go. Oh, shout out Red Infamy on the TV screen. But yeah, man, we need to figure out something like worldwide for these developers to stay in the loop of kind of having the mobility to move a little easier than, you know, crashing people's dreams what feels like every year or every other year, where these just mass layoffs come out and just crush people's dreams, you know, literally people's dreams. People that have been trying to get into this industry, you know, now that they're in, they're like they're tap dancing, you know. It's like, which way am I going? Which way am I going?
That sucks, man, because it's like, you know, like a lot of these people, some of them, you know, you hear stories of like a good amount of people are like self-taught, like animating.
I can already tell this game ain't for me.
Yeah, this one right here, I'm not entirely sure what this is, but it's not up my alley. But you know, hey, everyone has their own taste.
I hate that old Zelda type of shit. Like, I don't like it.
I don't like this because it's like you're just moving from block to block, and I'm all set. But yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things where, you know, you go to school for God knows how many years to get a degree, to do your dream, to be just like at the end of the year you're just a thing that needed cut to make some money work, and it's just that's disappointing. But I mean, you know, all the best to anybody who was laid off. Obviously this affects things over at EA as well, with the new Star Wars game, or presumably what we assume was going to be a Star Wars Mandalorian FPS game from Respawn. Whatever it was they were working on, it was a licensed IP and it was canceled. So that opens up for Respawn to maybe do Titanfall 3, but I'm not holding my breath on that, because I've been wanting Titanfall 3 forever and we never have ever heard anything about it. So,
yo, Joe, you see this game?
What's up?
This game right here. You see this game? This game's kind of hot. Old girl threw like a stick at the wall, like a spear at the wall, used it to jump on, and then called it back or something like that. And I was like, oh, that's kind of cool.
Akatori.
I could see myself rocking with something. That was kind of interesting. But Mr. Joanna Dark in my chat actually said something really interesting. Shout out to Mike Johnson that just pulled up. Thank you. But Miss Joanna Dark said smaller budget, different economic models to sell games. There should be ways to help devs understand the business better and have tools that can help small studios budget out game.
And then 100% agree.
And then he continued to say, have devs not take terrible exclusivity deals that could hurt them. Take double bags from Sony, Xbox, and Nintendo. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Right? Like that will make the company more money. That will allow you to invest further into the developers that are there, to be able to keep them to to do more work and stuff like that, that allows you to work on more projects at a time. Like, I don't know, like I'm no like genius when it comes to how the, you know, how the whole, you know, keeping up with studios things works whatsoever, but I can tell you that what they've been doing ain't working. You know what I mean? What they've been doing ain't working. This Lost Twins 2 game looks pretty cool too. It looks cute. Steam game wish list. But anyways, yeah, on that, yeah, dude, I just don't know. They just need to do a better job, in my opinion, of just forecasting and keeping people in a better understanding of what's kind of what's going on, right? I feel like by the time they hear about it, we all find out it's too late. It ends up being a horrible look for the studios. I mean, I can't imagine that these companies want to look like pieces of shit.
No, it's bad PR. Bad PR.
All right, so
I mean, hopefully,
Are you excited?
Feels like
you should be excited because
I've been saying this since the beginning of the generation. We've all been saying it. It's like hopefully this leads to like maybe not every game needs to be a huge thing with a massive budget. It's just sometimes a game can just be a fun experience that lasts 10 to 15 hours, and you have a good time and you move on. And sometimes it can just be a simple co-op game. Look at Helldivers 2 right now.
Tell us who it is.
Like it doesn't need this big epic huge gargantuan story with ridiculous production value to do numbers. Like it doesn't need to be that. Like I don't know. I don't know at what point the industry figures that out, because
I think you're figuring that out right now, to be honest.
I hope so.
Because it seems like with the scale back that that Sony talked about in the leaks with Insomniac, how they want to go kind of to the $50 game thing. Xbox has seemingly already kind of figured out that they don't want to spend as much as Sony's been spending on games. And I remember, just not that long ago, really, everyone's like, you know, why don't we have these crazy big budget looking games like PlayStation does and whatnot? We're kind of seeing why.
Yeah, you're finding that out.
Yeah, you're finding that out, and even Sony themselves said that they're gonna have to scale back on how much they spend on the game, and there ain't nothing wrong with scaling back. And in fact, there's nothing wrong with going crazy like Sony did, but you gotta be a little bit more careful and very, you know, selective on what's worth that price tag, right? You can't just have every single game worth that price tag. Every single game has the same exact quality as Spider-Man 2 or Fidelity, or, you know, every single thing is going to look as pretty as Horizon Forbidden West or whatnot. Like, you know, you don't have to do that for every single game. And as you see, it doesn't even attract everybody. But you see something like Helldivers that has some amazing things, but a lot of it's pretty kind of generic, right? I mean, calling in those strikes and stuff, there's nothing special about hitting the directional pad, but it feels good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Welcome back. I hope
it feels good to be in that stressful moment and be like left, right, up, down.
Yeah, absolutely. Like it's. I feel like if you nail the gameplay, nothing. I mean, everything else is additive. Once you nail the gameplay, everything else is additive, and it's like, if you could do that, I'm happy. Like 9 times out of 10. Raichi says, "I don't ask for 10 Ghost of Tsushimas for Microsoft. I ask for 1," and I'm there with you. It's like him said, you're finding out now that these games cost a lot to make, so it's unrealistic to expect. Now, what I don't know how many studios Microsoft has. I think it's like 44 to be exact. But like it's unrealistic to expect all 44 of those studios to produce AAA content. Because that's just ridiculous. That's an insane amount of money being spent. Not to mention marketing on top of that.
doing
but
this
like,
amazing work. And
you know,
have,
stuff like
a huge
Hellblade
caliber of work
looks
behind you that
looks
you've
like
done,
it could
and
be
you're
that
kicking
kind of
ass.
experience. It
So,
doesn't need to
can
be,
you
and
tell us
again,
a little
like
bit
I said, it doesn't
about
need to be a
what you've done and
30-hour
how you
experience.
got
Hellblade, I
into
think they
voice
said
acting?
to expect
Yeah,
roughly the same time as the
I
first
actually have
game,
a
like
degree in business.
which was
I
like
did not
7 to
start
10
out
hours,
acting.
depending on how you
I
played
worked
it.
in the Silicon Valley for like 10
Um,
years.
yeah, like
super
stuff
hated
like
my
that.
life, and I was like,
Just a
I feel like
polished
this
experience that
circling
offers
around
you
pole,
something
this isn't my
that
jam.
isn't
And,
very easy to forget.
I was talking with my
Is
husband
really
about
all
what
is
my
really
dream
all you
job
need.
would be. You know, playing this guy.
Rachie also says the
What's your
cape
dream
and
job?
dust
And I was like,
particles physics
I
in
just wanna be a voice in The
Helldivers 2 is the
Simpsons,
best
but
part of the game.
I don't
Dude,
know,
the
I couldn't
physics in
really
that
believe
game
it. You know,
are
I didn't
really
even know the
really
term
fun.
voiceover existed.
The
And
amount of
2 weeks
times
later,
I'm running
I was
and
able
I
to get up
just
in the morning
dive
and,
off of
Nancy Cartwright,
whatever
who's the
I'm on
voice of
top
Bart
of.
Simpson, was on the
Yes,
radio
talk
talking
about it.
Yeah,
voiceover
just to
and how it's this
scorpion
amazing job.
myself
And, oh, by the way,
back,
there's this
like
school
make my the
an
back
hour
of my
away from you.
toes
And I
hit
was
the
like,
back of my feet hit my head. It's
so I called the
it's
school
just
that day.
it's pretty
I
awesome.
started taking classes,
It's pretty damn
that
awesome.
week.
Oh
It's
yeah,
hilarious.
unleashing a 100-round clip just to hear your
my
person
corporate job
scream
and went to LA.
liberty or ah. I like it's amazing. I love
The
it.
thing that I love about
It
that
is.
It gives me that old school EDF feeling. I don't think you said you played EDF, Matt, but
I haven't, but Mike said I would like it.
EDF is hilarious when they do their screams. This is for my family. Ah! They're in there running. EDF, EDF. Like the chants are so good.
Aren't they working on another EDF?
Yes, yes, they are.
Okay, I might hop in on that one because I would be interested. If it's like that, then yes, I'll be interested.
Shit, we should I should copy the older EDF, so we should just run around and play on that. It's a good game, dude.
If you're doing everything
Are they
wrong,
backwards
beating your head against the steel
Yes,
wall, and
yes,
when
they
you're
are.
doing the right thing, it just goes.
Oh,
zoop,
okay,
It just comes together like a zipper.
I would definitely play
That's how
those.
voiceover was for me.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
I might
I
have
mean,
to copy that tonight and get down on that. Man, I'm telling you.
if
Fun
you
game.
do that, I absolutely will.
Because I love animation,
No
like I'm an
questions
animation
asked.
nerd.
I would be really excited
And I
to
went
check
because
that
I
out.
just wanted to see more black people.
But yeah, I mean,
They have rolling in the game.
Because I realized when I was growing up,
Rolling.
you didn't really see
Dodging.
them, and my favorite
Oh, okay.
characters
I was
were,
like,
Jasmine. And I didn't
I was
realize at the
confused
time
for
why,
some
but I was
reason.
like, she was the closest thing that
But
I
yeah,
thought
let's
looked like me.
That's not in Helldivers, you know.
Ended up in
They don't have
No.
dodging in
I
Helldivers.
absolutely love, and I love
No,
that I'm still
unfortunately
taking
not.
that here,
You-
and that
you
we're
get
still
hit a
talking
lot
about
in
inclusion.
Helldivers.
Because
The
You
two
get
things I
one.
really
so
wish
much
that they had in
about
Helldivers
like
is dodging,
recognizing
rolling,
the great work
and
that women do behind the
jumping,
scenes.
better
And
mantling.
so that's another thing that like
Yeah,
you
they
try
need
to
jumping.
Continue to talk and have
They
that
need jumping
conversation.
in that game
But also
for
the
sure because
career
it's
change is really
like
important
the amount of
because
things that I can
even
mantle
now, I'm like, what do I want to do?
versus
Do I
the
want
amount of things
to
I can't
continue
mantle
doing
that
this, or
seem
do
like I
wanna
should
get
be
into
able to
narrative
mantle them.
design? Like, I just wanna
It's
try
just
so
it's
many
confusing.
things.
I don't know
Watching-
what to
playing
do
Baldur's
in that
Gate
game. Whenever I'm
and,
trying, whenever I see an
so many
obstacle,
talented people work
I'm
in that
like,
game,
I might as well
and-
just
and
walk around
seeing,
it. And I don't like
you
that
bring
feeling.
those characters to life.
Yeah, I don't like the
really
feeling
made me decide,
of
like,
just
you
like
really wanna
running into a
write
rock
the
until you
stories
decide
and
that you want to
games
grab
and,
it.
like, create these
Yeah.
characters and watch them
Yeah,
come
Yeah,
to life.
sometimes it
Still
works,
stupid.
sometimes it
Incredibly
doesn't.
talented people, because
It's weird. It's a
Firewatch-
strange.
I
mix.
find myself hitting A when I know
know
it's not
who
doing
was
anything.
voicing it. This was a long time ago when I watched
Oh
it.
yeah,
But
and
listen,
sometimes
I'd be
I
so
don't
sad
even
at
need to
games.
hit
I
A.
really
Sometimes
wanted
I
you
just
guys to
hit
meet up,
sprint and
like, your
run and it'll do
characters to
it.
meet up, and they
That's
would
what I'm
both
saying. You
run
don't need to hit A, but I feel the need to do it because usually that's a mantle in games.
Yeah.
Because it's not a big action game. but
Helldivers
just,
not
like,
only
the
captured
way
COD
that you
players'
were able to
hearts, they
portray
got the
your
Halo
characters, like, just
fans,
drew
Warhammer
people in,
40k
and that's
fans,
so
Starship Trooper
magical
fans, Killzone
within
fans.
Well,
the
hey,
game.
let's
Yeah.
not forget Halo's talking about making their own type of Helldivers
They
thing
care.
for
I
the
really wanted
forward.
them to get together. And I
Oh
wanted to
yeah,
spoil
Hell
the game for
Jumpers,
anybody who
which
hasn't seen it. I mean, I kinda
which
did,
looks,
but, like, you
I
have to
mean,
play the whole
shit,
game
looks
to
pretty awesome.
understand
Did you see any of it?
I thought they
I
showed
also
off.
wanted to ask
Let me
you-
see if I can.
I didn't see
Get
nothing
into
about that
character,
game yet.
right?
So if
'Cause
they
you've
got
done so
some
many different
see,
characters, like,
then I need to
do
check
you
it
have,
out.
like, study, or is it just like a
I
part
thought
of
they
yourself
showed,
that
like,
you're
a little,
expressing through a character?
I think it
preview
depends on
thingy.
the character. Delilah
Hell
was very
Jumpers.
close
If
to me.
4GQ's
so she
TV
just
says he
stepped into
knows
another character,
Sissy,
you know what I
good
mean?
friend of his.
But then someone like
Cool to see her her
Asia,
on the
if you've played
stream with
Starfield,
Destiny.
you know,
DNBC 32.
I don't know how much spoiler content I can give here.
Oh no, I saw
she required a little bit
the
more
Windows
because her
Central
background
article
story was
where they're
more
talking
involved.
about it.
She
Okay.
kind of came from, if you
So they didn't show none yet.
Spoiler
No, I
alert,
don't
just
think
skip
they
for the
showed
next, like, 30
anything.
seconds.
But it's
She
Forge
came from
Falcons
kind of a
is the
Spoiler
team
alert, it's
working
fine,
on
just
it.
skip.
Uh, who
came from kind of
created
like a
the
cool
Halo
team
Infinite
background,
Battle
and so
Royale
for me
mode
it was like
Inheritor, which I've never
understanding
played.
the headspace
But
of somebody who
I definitely am
escapes that, or
interested in
who is
Hell
an
Jumpers.
external part of that, but
So
still
we'll see what that's
believes
like.
in the core
No
tenets, and like
diggity.
what does that mean? How does that translate? How does she trust?
Why
how
are
does
my
she,
guests muted? Ham's not muted.
How does she wake up? In the morning?
Uh,
You know what I mean?
Ham's
It's these little stupid things that you
volume
don't
is coming right
really
on through. Are you talking about
No,
the people
he's-
on?
hear
You
me thinking
talking about the
about it
people on the
and
screen,
doing
the
it.
ladies?
But
That's not my
when I
guess.
come
I'm
back
not.
to
In,
my
I'm
next
not
session,
interviewing
Okay.
Destiny or
it's this
Sissy.
pair
I'm
of
not
gloves.
interviewing
Okay,
them.
here we go.
Yeah, that's a showcase.
That's a showcase.
And then there's something, you know, like
I
Laura
wish,
who,
but that's
like,
not the case
curses
over
her
here right
sister and,
but
you know,
yeah,
what kind
I
of headspace
mean,
do you have to be in to
there's
make
really
that
nothing to
happen?
add for the show. I mean, on my end,
so-
it's you know,
There's a
yeah,
lot
it's
of,
false
like,
advertising. So
lived-in
report me.
experience of, like,
Go ahead and do it,
what
Tom.
I, Sissy
But
Jones, bring
yeah,
to a character.
but yeah, I think
to make
I
it
covered everything I wanted
something
to talk
personal
about.
enough for me
I don't know
to
if there's
make
anything else you
care.
want to add before
But also, like,
I end
maybe
my
there's some
stream.
external research that
Nah, man, I'm pretty solid. I mean, other than the crazy thing that me and Loke talked about yesterday with the whole
I think you do an incredible job because I feel like all your characters
God,
are
what
very grounded.
what was that thing
And I
called?
think one of the things that I really like about it
The
is
people
even
that
when
try
I
to
watch it
like
and I know you're the
PC
voice of them,
games.
I don't think of it as like this is Sissy Jones being Sissy Jones.
No,
in a
not
different
PC
way.
games.
Like, all of your
The
characters are very
like the
believable. I don't
PC
know if that
culture
makes sense when I say that. When I think this is no hate to Tom Cruise, but when I think of Tom
for
Cruise,
video
I'm like, oh, it's
games.
another
Sweet,
Tom Cruise
sweet
movie.
baby.
Oh, sweet baby.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is one that's
That's how I
confused
feel,
me, and
like-
I think I brought it up in chat. Like I don't know, until this week, until this past week, I had never heard of Sweet Baby Inc. in my entire life. I had no idea who they were, and then I saw people saying like, oh, because I guess they're involved with Fable. And they're like, oh, look, they're involved with Fable. The main character's ugly or whatever, and this is why she's ugly. It's because they're involved. From what I see, people don't like Sweet Baby. That's
Well,
my
see-
general feeling.
I mean, I don't like the people that run. So far, like from what I heard, I don't like the people that run Sweet Baby. But the idea of that company is not bad.
Yeah, it's just, isn't it more diversity or inclusiveness is the idea?
That's the point of it, and I think it's always good to have somebody that has their ear to the ground.
Yes.
You know, right? Just to kind of remind developers, hey, you know, like your last game had this and this, maybe, you know, sprinkle a little bit of this in there. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But like the way that they're going about it is like kind of violent. Like pretty much like forcibly do stuff, and the way that they like kind of talk about it is just, it makes me uncomfortable. It makes me not want to rock with them.
That's where you start.
Yeah, see, and like I said, it's hard for me because I've only seen the Fable stuff. I also know shout out to Cult Classic Kate. She's been posting a few videos on it as well. I need to check out, but like I don't know the whole picture. All I know is we were in the chat the other night, and then I think it was either Mike or you who brought up the whole mission statement of the thing is like inclusiveness, adding some diversity, and gaming experiences. And I'm like, that's fantastic. But if they're going about it the way that they seem to be going about it, it's hard to be entirely on board with it. It's kind of hard.
And I guess somebody on Steam was like calling out every game that they worked on and linking it back to their website, and they're trying to say that's not us, when it's like the link goes straight to your website and the website says exactly what the person's telling you. So it's just like they're trying to like run away from taking ownership of what they've been doing, and to me that's a red flag.
Yeah, that's
like, if you're not proud of what you're doing, if you don't want to be seen for what you're doing,
you're doing something wrong.
You're doing something weird.
Something shady's happening. Tom in the chat says, "What the hell is a SpongeBob console?"
It
Well,
can
you missed
be
it, buddy, but Xbox is
disheartening
releasing for a
sometimes
limited time
as a woman
only
in
a
this space to
SpongeBob
realize that
console for
every
$6.99.
one
So
female character,
go ahead and treat
there
yourself to
are
one of
10 male
those, Tom.
characters, and that's not an exaggeration.
I know
It can be
you
really
would
frustrating.
definitely
So
love the
keep
SpongeBob
having
console
conversations and
as much
keep
as
trying to
anybody.
change the
As much as
dialogue.
Yeah, yep.
You know,
Grab it for
keep lifting
$700,
everyone
bro.
up. This is not-
$700.
this is
Don't
competition,
worry
but,
about
you know,
getting a new
Corey Taylor is one of
GPU.
my very best
Don't worry
friends.
about
We are
saving any sort of money for
constantly
anything.
working
Just
together,
get yourself a
but
SpongeBob
if
console.
she
Okay?
is booking something,
go ahead and
we
do
are
that.
celebrating.
Might I
Uh,
add, it does
Pushing
exactly what
yourself
my
to
console
lift
does.
each other up
Yes, it's not in
always.
special,
There's
but it's just
no
SpongeBob
room
on it. It's
for
SpongeBob
tearing
with a
each other
SpongeBob
down.
controller.
Please.
You know what's nuts is you could like during the holiday season you could probably get a Series X and a Series S for the same
I
price.
think we should all
Yeah. I mean, the way it's
try
going
our
right
best
now,
to
how much?
celebrate the
So the way it's
successes,
going
because
right
if
now,
one
it's like
woman
$350 for
is
the Series
succeeding
X in
something,
some
that just means
places,
they're building a
and
foundation
the
opening
Series
doors
S is
for other
often
women
on
to
sale
follow
around
through, and
$250,
that's so important.
like
And
almost
that's
year round.
kind
You
of what
could
we're
you could
trying
get
to
it
do
for the
here. So
same
thank
price,
you for
maybe
that
a little
advice.
bit
That was
cheaper
great.
right now.
I love it.
But before
Maybe.
we
Yeah,
end,
why would I want one console
I
when
know
I
that you
like I
wanna
have
talk
two?
about some
It's
things, and I
it's
think
a
they're very
hard
important,
sell,
and I
that
want you to
console,
share it
but
with
they're
our
they're
audience.
definitely
And plus,
trying to sell it.
I feel like the
Let's
Series
mention
S
what
is
you working
like
on.
of all the times that they did
So the first thing
of all the
is,
times that they did like
you
a special
may have heard of
console.
this
I
little
thought the
thing
Series
called
S
AI.
is the
It's
most
kind of on top
SpongeBob
of
looking
everybody's
console
tongue right
I've
now.
seen.
Yeah,
For
that
all
one
my
would make the
voiceover
most
friends,
because
there
like
is,
SpongeBob
The
on
big
a
black
Series
circle
X,
kind of screws it up, but
Voice
yeah.
actors. I am on the board.
you could
we
yeah
have
you could
been,
try to find it.
busting our butts
It
over
would
the
be
last
weird. Yeah, you'd have to find a
year.
way to incorporate that.
We've spoken with multiple
But yeah,
lawmakers,
it
senators,
just
Congress
it
people,
just
the Federal
doesn't.
Trade Commission, the
I don't
Office
get
of
excited
Copyright,
when I see
to get the
$700
right
for a SpongeBob
legislation
console.
passed
I
to
wouldn't be too
protect
excited if I
artists,
saw $500
not just
for
voice
a
actors, but
SpongeBob
also,
console,
you
let
know,
alone
visual
seven.
artists, and
So
we're working with models
and for that
and
reason, I'm
singers
out.
and
But
musicians and all of these people.
$700 for
Also,
something
if
I'd
you are a
want
voice actor,
on the console is
NAVA, the
still a
National
hard
Association of
buy.
Voice Actors, also
yeah, it's
offers
it's you
access
could
to healthcare.
show me the Elder
So if
Scrolls
you
console
are
for
a
700.
SAG
I'd still be
member
like,
and you don't qualify for healthcare, if you are
Yeah, like I want it, but not
get it
$700.
through NAVA,
yeah.
which is
I mean,
all
that's
set.
amazing to me.
that's like
That's that.
that's literally a Series
The thing I will
X,
tell you is to please
1
read your
terabyte
contracts.
SSD,
Even if
and the
you are coming
game.
at this as a union actor,
Yep.
a non-union
That's
actor,
a
five
good
core
amount of
actor,
stuff.
I don't care.
So I mean,
Read your
yeah, it's
contracts.
not
There
good, Tom.
are
You
a
could
lot
can
of
find it on
companies that are trying to
Xbox's
sneak language in there
Twitter
that gives them the
Twitter
right
page,
to
but
take
it's
your
session
not
looking good
recordings and feed it
over
through
there.
machine learning
But
to create an
yeah,
AI
that's
version of
the
your
end of the
voice.
show.
Please
I got
be
nothing else to
aware.
add. I'm gonna end
To
my
that
stream.
end, I have
but
Yeah, I'm gonna
before
keep
we-
going over here on my
Like
channel.
that,
I'll meet you and
in
Mike
Silicon Valley.
here in a little bit in
I
the
started a startup company
voice channel if that's where you're going.
protecting voice
Sure, yeah,
actors,
absolutely.
but
But
also
before I
utilizing
end the
the
stream,
power of AI
let
on
my
our own
viewers
terms.
and the
So
people who
making
watch
sure
this
that we
later
have
know where they can
consent,
find you, what
know
you're up
that
to,
you're
and
being
on
turned
all that
into a
fun
digital
stuff.
voice.
So
You can
currently
feel
right now I'm
anytime
doing Dame
your
for
voice is chosen
Games.
for a
I'm doing
project, you
a
get to say what
co-stream
you
for
want
them.
to
I have it pulled up on my channel,
Any
TSWS Gaming. That's where you'll find all of my content. You'll also find me on Twitter at HamSolo05 Gaming. If you want to talk to the pony version of me, you'll find me at Matt Likes Games.
Control to have the ability to say
and
no or
you'll
opt
find
out of
at Matt
projects
Likes Games
and
at
proper
Hard Mike
compensation, run
on
for the
Twitter.
hills because your
So
first
that's
job
where you
could
can
be
find
your
Ham
last
and
job.
myself.
I don't want that for anybody in this
But
industry.
no, for real, you can find
my
find
company
me
is called
on Twitter at
Morphine.
Matt Likes Games.
It
You
is
can
an actual
find me on
word. It's
YouTube.
the
Obviously
smallest
here
unit of spoken
every
language.
Wednesday. Normally 2 p.m. Eastern
and
for the
we
2-player
are working
podcast with
to,
Ham Solo
be the
and
ethical
myself.
bridge
And
between AI
then
and voiceover.
Mondays and Fridays,
It's
it's
been
videos, 11 a.m. Eastern.
really fun,
And then
a
on
lot of
Friday, I'm
work,
over on Ham's channel,
but I'm
TSWS
honestly-
Gaming, link in the
I'm
description for
hopeful for the
that,
first time in a very
for
long
Bull
time.
Sitting at 4 p.m.
All of this,
Eastern,
which has
although the
been
time's
great.
going to be changing on that relatively
The
soon.
second
But
thing, which is
4 p.m.
probably a
Eastern
little
for
more
now.
fun,
And
is
that's
that
where you
I'm
can find me.
working with,
But
Paula
that all
Rhodes,
being said, I
who
think
was,
I can hop
in
up out of here. End the
Resident
stream.
Evil and Neil
And
Newbon,
I will
who
see you,
obviously
or
is
will
Astarion
see
from
you
Baldur's Gate
on
3, and Julian Richings, who is from Supernatural. We are making
All
a movie
right.
about witches.
So I
and,
am here.
we're raising
I'm
money,
here. I'm
which
here. I'm
I'm
back.
super excited about, but
And
we
my
are
mouth
tackling
is matching
the concept
the
of
camera.
the Malleus Maleficarum, which was a book
Which
that
is
was
wild.
written by a punk.
All right. I'll see you
400
later,
years
Matt.
ago, and it was the basis for
Yeah.
how all of these women were
All
accused
right.
of being witches, and
So
some
let's
men,
watch the
honestly,
rest of
accused
this,
being
see what
witches
they're
and
talking
killed
about
for
now.
it. And so we're going back and telling the story from our point of view. I'm really excited about it.
Thanks for everybody
No, I
for
love that. I
joining
can't wait
and
for it to,
dealing
like,
with
so
that.
if people
For
want to
I
donate
know it was
to
a little
this,
weird,
where can they go
but
to, like,
but
help
we
you
up in
guys?
here now.
You can
Here
go
for
to my
Dames for
Instagram
Games,
page at
doing a little
Sissy
coach
Speaks. I have a
stream.
video up with the link, or you can go to seedandspark.com. It's a fundraising platform, kind of like Kickstarter. We have incidental characters that we're gonna give to people who donate a certain amount. You know, all kinds of perks and stuff for people who are willing and able to pledge.
So hopefully y'all are doing pretty good in the
Guys, we
chat.
will
I
have
see
those
Yobi still up in
so
here.
don't
Good
worry
to see
about it. Just keep watching the show and
ForGQTV,
we'll make sure
Mr.
they
Joanna
pop up.
Dark,
So
Ray
keto and
Chi.
help donate.
Been here
It sounds
since
like
the
an incredible
beginning when I was
project.
having all those
Sissy,
audio
thank you
issues and whatnot. So I
much for
appreciate you
coming
sticking
on
around,
and
bro.
talking with
So
us
much.
today. Like, you dropped some
Day one.
diamonds when it comes to
All the
knowledge
day
and
one
just
dogs right here.
advice for
Appreciate
the
all y'all.
viewers, and I appreciate it.
Mike Johnson was
If
up in here. I
people
don't know
want to
if he's
follow
still
you, they
here,
can follow
but
you on.
it
I'm
was
so sorry,
really
I didn't mean
good to see
to cut
him
you
pop
off. Go
up.
ahead.
I want to say thank you for creating a space for women here. We can
But,
get drowned out a lot of times.
Gotta
and it's
support the
important that we
ladies,
have
man.
our-
I
our
definitely
village out
wanted to
having
come
our
out and
community,
show
right?
show
So,
my love and support. It just so
thank you.
happened to
And if people
run
wanna
into the
follow
exact
me,
same
I
time that me
am
and Matt
on
usually do
Instagram
our
at
stream.
Sissy Speaks,
So,
CISSY.
I just had to, make it
Speaks.
work.
I used to be on Twitter, and then some, guy took it over, and I just lost interest.
Yeah.
So mostly Insta right now.
We all know it's name change and all that. But thank you again. And listen, guys, go support Sissy and everything that she does. You already love her. I know you've already played games and you've heard her and you probably didn't even know it was her. So go support her. Let's continue to uplift each other, especially on this platform, because that's what we want to do, and just out there in real life. And as I've always said, and I will continue to say, you deserve to be heard, seen, and you deserve to be respected. So keep watching the show. We still have a lot more to come, and I'll see you guys in a bit. Yay! So you saw who it was.
So
right?
we still gonna
You
be
saw it
here
was
for a
the
little bit. They
incredible
got a lot
Sissy
of. I
Jones.
think they got a lot of other
Like,
stuff to show. Last time they did this show, I think it
Okay,
went for a couple
speechless.
hours,
And
and it's
if you
only
didn't
been
know who she
1
was, you
hour
had to
so
have
far.
figured
So
it
I
out
think
after
we
you
at
watched the
least got
trailer,
another
because
hour.
She is so
to
versatile.
go here.
I bet you didn't even know that she voiced some of those iconic characters, did you? Well, now you know. And that was only like the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more. But before we move on to the rest of the show, she did bring up a project that she's working on called Burned, and she's working with some other incredibly talented people. You might recognize some of them. So sit back, relax. We're going to show you what they've got cooking, and if you have time, and if you want to, which you should, make sure to check out their campaign page and donate, because this is going to be incredible.
Am I a witch? I dreamt that I was introducing a new film with my friend America Young, where the witches.
See what they talking about here. What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking?
I woke up and this script poured out of me. And ever since then, it's almost like fate has been dragging it along, just bringing so many of the people that were actually in that dream.
So far, there's been a couple of games that are interesting, but nothing like took my breath away so
When the
far.
newest librarian asks her peers where
I'm
to
hoping
show
they got something that
the Malleus
makes
Maleficarum. Thus
my
starts
fingers
our
itching a
seasoned
little bit.
librarian's tale of the book's origins, taking us into Austria, 1485, via a beautifully animated motion graphic novel by Zach Finfrock and voiced by some very exciting names. It is time for the witches to burn back.
Well, hello there. Fancy seeing you here. How'd you like that interview? How'd you like the voice trailer? How did you like finding out about some projects that a couple of, well, not even a couple, a few iconic voice actors are working on? Pretty dope, right? Like, I want to watch a movie about witches getting their revenge. Heck, I want to play a game about witches getting their revenge. Oh, that's a good idea. Don't take that idea. It's my idea now. And Sissy, if you want to possibly voice the main character in this game that I've just decided I'm going to make, please call me. But guys, before we get into the rest of the show, I'm going to take a moment to be a little serious here. So get close, get close. lately the industry has been having a lot of ups and downs, mostly downs. We've had some wins, but it's really been affecting the morale of the community, especially the developers and people who work in the industry, right? And we here at Dames for Games want to do our best to support you. So whether that's giving you a platform to showcase yourself and your work, or also helping to partner with other organizations and be an ally in this fight against the machine. Does that make sense? Because games are on machines? Yeah, games are machines. Well, games themselves are. Okay, all right, I digress. What we want to do is to continue to bring forth information that we come across to help you while you're going through this tough time. So please, please, please follow us, join our Discord. If we have resources, please take advantage of them. And if you out there, speaking to the developers, speaking to those in the industry, if you have resources that you want to share with us so that we can spread that information, please do. We're here for you, all right? Because without you, I would have absolutely nothing to look forward to after work. And that's not the only reason, but listen, that's a little bit of a love language, all right? So, let me not digress. Let's keep going. We have some incredible trailers coming up. I don't know why I said incredible like that, but I think I just got really hyper. We have some incredible trailers coming up, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys in a bit.
All right, some trailers. Let's go. Let's see what's cracking.
Just give me a call when you can.
I'll call her back. I hate leaving Rocky when I go into the city. He hates the wind and whatever else it brings out. Rocky, where are you, boy? It's just the wind. There's nothing outside.
Ooh, that frame rate is looking a little rough.
Hey, buddy. Sorry I'm late. Damn. Hello? There's someone out there. I made sure it couldn't follow me home. It couldn't, could it? Rocky?
Yeah, I don't know. The hell is going on here? Okay. You gotta give me more than that. There's a demo available, but you can't show nothing. Oh, yeah. I can already tell you, this ain't for me, dog. I'm not into the turn stuff. There's a game that I've seen that was kind of like this that came out at the beginning of the generation. I don't remember what it was called, but I didn't like that either. And I actually gave that one a try. I'm just turn-based games, man. They're just hard for me to get into. Has to be a damn good story for me to get into a turn-based game. Through the Nightmare. What's cracking here? Okay. Yo, he makes himself different sizes. Now that's pretty cool. So you can make yourself huge. That's pretty cool. Through the trenches.
And
well, it's called Through the Nightmare.
But if I'm not busy cramming for my next exam,
I thought that was kind of cool.
I must be in game mid-maxing my character. I've loved gaming since I was a child because I watched my mom play on the PS1 every single day while I ate breakfast in the living room coffee table, just waiting for the time where I'll be old enough to join her. I'm certainly old enough now, and I cannot imagine what my life could have been like if I did not experience the wonders and magic and community that gaming brings. I've since taken that passion to stream on Twitch as Xiejitsu, and I'm very proud to say that I'm a part of the Dames for Games team as a community manager. We're always happy to meet you and get to know you, your passion, and your projects, so please come join us. Now, are you ready to go through a dark forest or explore a haunted mansion? Well, up next we have mysterious and cool games. So don't forget to wishlist your favorite and check out Wings Steam sales. All of these games and more will be available in Steam's Women's Day sales, so don't forget, wishlist the games. Now, time for mystery.
Something terrible is coming.
Hi, I'm Alice, game designer and founder of Paper Flower Games, talking to you today about Woodside. Woodside is a supernatural horror adventure game. Players will explore, investigate, and survive
investigative.
the ghostly terrors plaguing a seemingly quaint British village. Woodside is developed in Unreal Engine 5. My role on the project spans design, development, and production. I spend time on game systems,
Yeah, investigative
level
games
and
ain't for me, dog.
prototyping and implementing gameplay, and use the Unreal Editor to build game levels and create cinematic sequences. Currently, I'm based in the English countryside, a very convenient place to research and collect references for environments and audio that are recreated to bring Woodside to life. My local area is particularly creepy at night. Great inspiration for a horror game.
That's pretty cool. That's where you got
Woodside
your
is an important
inspiration
project,
from.
as it's given me the opportunity to develop a
Kinda
game that
creepy,
follows
too.
a black British female protagonist, exploring a horror story from a different perspective. As a fan of mysteries and detective gameplay, I wanted to explore ways to present a deeper connection to the story by giving players autonomy in their investigation.
This is the reason I never really got into
To that
Resident
extent,
Evil games,
I
because
work
I'm just
closely
not
with
really.
artists and audio designers to look deeper
I don't
into
really care about
spirits
the
beyond just
investigative
enemies.
work
Each
at all.
spirit has its own distinct design and backstory to be discovered, creating unique frights that we hope you'll enjoy.
You were supposed to protect us.
Lord Almighty, what we doing? I can already tell you this is over my head.
The number you have dialed cannot be reached at the moment.
Like another investigative game. I'm all set.
Hello，大家好，我是他的日记制作组的试水。他的日记的完整剧本一共有4本书，每本书的风格都不同，
Never been into those
的
kind
展
of
现
games.
形
man.
式
Just-
和类型也有所区别。那么在每一本书后面呢，还会
Doesn't even look
类似
bad,
于
it's
复
just
盘梳理
not for
线索
me.
的部分，使日记之间的串联啊会更加的完整。这个项目目前的开发人员只有2个人，是2个女生，一个就是我。我的话呢
Excuse
是
me.
程序出身，现在负责这个项目的策划、程序，包括音效。另一个女生小七
It's pretty
她
cool
是在
seeing
负责
how
美
they
术
work
部
on
分
this stuff,
当
man.
然
This
啦，
is-
在开发过
takes
程
so
中，我们
much
也会有
dedication.
虎仓其他小伙伴的帮助。
Hello, my name's Sam Cable. I'm co-founder of Spoonful of Wonder and we're based in Sydney, Australia. My background is in screenwriting and copywriting.
Spoonful
so
of
I was
Wonder.
excited to
That's
take the
interesting
leap
name.
into video game writing.
Copycat.
Copycat is a narrative-driven adventure game about rejection, belonging, and the meaning of home. I was inspired
I'm not gonna lie, this guy looks cute.
complex
This guy looks cute.
Copycat is about a cat who learns to
I
deal
could
with
see myself
abandonment,
screwing
and
around
human
and playing
forced
this
to surrender
game,
due to
but
age
I
and
bet
declining
my
health.
daughter would
Together,
really
two
love
souls
this
go on
game.
adventures
And even my wife.
from the family. That is, until things take a turn when a stray copycat turns up at the door.
But if I get to run around as a cat in more of a real
My
life
role as head of
scenario,
narrative means I
it sounds
champion
kind
the
of
story through every stage of development. I help describe the world for the art director, plan movement cues for the animator, and suggest vocal cues for the actors. One of my favorite parts of the
been a lot of cat
process is
games
seeing our
lately.
dialogue come to life. We had a 3-day studio record where we were able to work directly with our actors to sculpt the emotions and intensity of the scene. We averaged about 200 lines a day between our lead actors, at the same time focusing on intonation, clarity, and vibrancy of the dialogue. Thanks, Dames for Games. We're so excited for you to play, and remember to wishlist Copycat on Steam today.
it doesn't look too bad.
Hi, my name is Laura Tallerty, and together with my partner Scott Edelman, we are.
Oh, you hope you're playing a little bit of Tales of Arise. That's what's
We
up,
just
big
made
dog.
Paranormal Detective Escape from the 90s. It is
Another
a
detective
VR
game. I know I'm
escape
not
room
going to be
set in an old
interested in this.
arcade. So you're a detective, and you've been tasked with finding a missing girl. She went into the mall after her older sister, and she was never found again. So you have to go to the arcade. You have to solve a lot of puzzles to find out what happened and kind of track her down.
It's a VR game, though,
You
looks
can
like.
play a lot of arcade games. We
Looks
put a lot
like.
of work into having very cool, very interactive VR arcade games.
Yeah,
We
it's a
have,
VR arcade game.
Skee-Ball.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
also got,
I think, maybe I might be
We've
a
also
little
got
bit more into do a detective game if it's in VR, but
It's
like,
very exciting. It's very
I mean, I don't
fun.
play that
We've
much
also got
VR, so like, I'd need other games for VR to pull me into VR to the point where I'm willing to try smaller games like this. To be honest, I mean, if I'm just being real,
The third act in
I'm
the
not
game
like going out and
is
buying a
this
VR
gigantic
for a
surreal
game I'm not sure about like this.
fantasy in this
I mean, I have the Quest 2.
evil robot to save the
Kind of
girl.
looking at that
So it's
PlayStation
really
once they talking
exciting
about
stuff.
bringing it over to PC.
It's a really
Kind of
good
interested.
our reviewers,
Well, a little interested.
played it on
But this looks
Steam.
kind of cool. Like you got other things that you can do
They've
instead
had
of
different reactions.
just
They've gone from just completely
the
they've been laughing, they've been screaming.
instead of just the investigative. You looks like you can screw around and play around and stuff like that too. Play some. See, that's kind of cool.
He went missing in the 80s.
Playing on a cabinet in a VR game. That's kind of
fun with that. So anyway, thank you so much for including the game. Hang loose. Have a radical day. And that's all for now. Laura from Lunabeat signing out. Thank you so much. Bye bye.
Escape from the 90s. That's pretty funny. I'm set.
Hi, I'm Vanya. I am creative director of Another Team, a small studio based in Sweden, and I'm also the artist and animator of
Club Penguin 2.0.
Bubumbu is a hidden object slash puzzle
Absolutely,
game.
Red Infamy. Good to see you. Thanks for popping through.
Every quirky character is brought to life by frame animation.
Absolutely. I had to come through and do some. I had to come through and support. I said I'd do it, so here I am. I'm doing it.
And I make sure
I've seen some pretty cool things.
One of the fun things about working on a small team is that we all get to contribute to every aspect of the game. For example, me and the game designer.
This
brainstorm
one,
together
I'm not
to
sure
come
if
up
it's
with
for
new
me
concepts
a
for
whole
new
lot,
levels.
but
Next,
that
the
VR
game
game was
designer
kind of
gives
interesting
us
how you
an
could play on the cabinets and
notes, but
like
plenty of creative space
while you're
to do my
doing
own.
detective work and stuff like
After
that. I thought
creating
that
all
cat
objects,
game was
I export
mad
everything
cute.
into sprite sheets, which then we.
Oh yeah, you talking about the cut? The cut? Yeah, I had to get rid of the bush that was growing on top of my head. It was I was getting tired of combing that sucker. I couldn't roll down the window in my car without having to recomb my hair. I was getting tired. I was like, I'm either gonna twist these up into dreads or I'm gonna knock it down. And I just remembered how much it costed me to take care of my dreads prior, back to when I used to have my dreads down to my shoulders. Yo, that used to cost me a pretty penny once a month, and I ain't trying to do that right now. I'll just keep it around 50, keep it around $40-$50. I did like the fro, but man, I just got tired of anytime I sit down, get in the car, just anything, I gotta recomb my damn hair. I'd always lose the comb. Yeah.
Donuts and make your customers happy. But this is not just any ordinary donut.
Yeah, I have 2 switches, Yobi. I have 2 of them. I really only play like Zelda on my Switch. I don't really play a whole lot of games on it.
You have a variety of flavors to choose from.
I don't know. It's not a bad console. I enjoy it. I used to play a lot when me and my wife first got it. We played a ton of like 2-player indie games like Ibn Ab and Trine and stuff like that. But you're saying to get a game called Wrestling Empire and Thank You Later I feel like I heard of that game. Is it like I'm trying to remember. Is it a turn-based wrestling game?
Due to the customizable main character. Throughout the game, players are presented with choices that affect the outcome of the story. Production for High Times is currently in full swing, and as a creative head,
Yo, if Red Infamy, if you're still in here, are you going to PAX?
Art and writing team have a unified vision for the entire game. Aside from that, I also handled the other tasks that can't be done.
Or are you going to be up in GDC or something?
Small team, and somebody has to do it. We plan to release High Times around early next year, along with game features such as English voice acting. If you enjoy donuts, drama, and rolling in the dough, then get ready for High Times.
Yo, I might have to check that out.
Everybody, thanks for tuning in.
I do like dope
I'm Belbonton, an illustrator and
wrestling
designer based
games.
in Toronto. I'm an art director at Continue.
Absolutely, Destiny. Thank you so much for showing up to my channel and seeing that I'm out here trying to represent y'all. You know what I'm saying? Destiny said hi. Just wanted to say thank you for sharing our showcase with your audience. Absolutely, absolutely. It's not a problem for me at all. Red Infamy asked me to do it, and I was like, show enough. She showed up on my podcast to be behind them sticks one day. I'll definitely have to holler at you, Destiny, and get you on my channel as well. Do a little interview with you. That'd be dope. Yobi said, look up M. Dickey. He's a solo developer who made it. It's not the best looking game, but it's fire. I don't care if it's like I'm not a graphics, however you want to say, graphics horror or whatever. I'm not one of those. I'm cool to play the most simple. You see all these old school. Yobi, you already know. You already know. I keep the old school joints all over here. So you know graphics ain't no big deal to me, man. I play on the 3DO, the Saturn,
and this time
the Genesis. So I'll give it a try.
International Women's
Definitely
Day.
hop up on there.
A huge focus of our mission.
Yeah,
at
definitely.
Women's is to
I'll holler
ensure
at you,
that the diverse
Destiny. I'll
types
definitely
of
get a hold of
knowledge
you
are being funded
near
today.
future.
And we do this specifically by funding exciting projects being made by women-led and gender-diverse studios.
I'm happy you're enjoying the show, Rachie. Yeah, there's a lot of colorful different games, a lot of games of just a lot of imagination put into it. Man, just to see them working on some of these games, all the code that's going around and stuff, I'm just
Today,
like,
we're
yo,
also
man.
here to celebrate the return
That's some
of
dedication.
the Women's Day sale on Steam. As you know,
Not every game is for me, but not every game's
incredibly
supposed to be.
talented women
So,
game developers
but
behind
I definitely
games
seen some
that
stuff
we
that was
know
pretty cool.
and
There was
love.
one game early, I don't remember what it was called, but the dude was getting big and then he was getting super small and
We
he's
want to hold
getting
tracks
massive, and
light
then he
on
gets super
developers
small
and
again, and
notable
it looked
accomplishments
really cool as a side scroller. I don't remember what it's called. I'll have to
players to their awesome
rewind and look at it
games.
later.
This year, you'll
But
find
it was
over
pretty hot.
400 amazing games crafted by women-led teams with huge discounts and brand new demos of exciting upcoming
He said,
games. You
"Damn, by
definitely have to
retiring
check
or
this out.
death."
The Women's Day sale is happening right now and
Jeez,
is running until
that's
March 10th.
nuts.
And this year, we are so excited to have Games for Games.
I'm gonna have to
supporting
retire,
this
bro. I
event
ain't trying to
and
die.
helping to highlight these incredible games. Here are 2 upcoming Wings funded games that I definitely recommend checking out. Let's take a look.
I might have to hit you up later about that game,
Welcome
Yobi.
to Grimoire Groves, a cozy roguelike dungeon crawler that will transport you to a world of wonder and excitement.
What's this?
In this game, you'll play as a young witch who grows cute plant creatures and discovers the secrets of the Grimoire Groves, a forest inhabited by mythical creatures and powerful spirits. The release date is yet to be announced, but you can play a demo on Steam right now.
I'd be willing to try that demo.
Embrace your inner monster in Sigh of the Abyss, a dark fantasy visual novel. Born from a bloody ritual, you, the protagonist, must navigate a world torn by corruption. Choose and develop your supernatural gifts, explore love interests, and shape the destiny of
I've been
the
getting a
nation
little
in
more
this
and more
rich
into
narrative
Steam,
experience.
seeing that I got a Steam
Coming to
Deck now
PC
and
this summer.
whatnot.
Thanks to everyone watching for supporting Dames for Games and all of the incredible
Thank
women
you,
who make the
Yobi.
games
Thank
we
you.
love to play.
I'll definitely
Be
give
sure
that
to
a
visit
check
the Wings
out.
Women's Day sale event page on Steam to discover more great game recommendations, and don't forget that a wishlist is a great way to support the games you like.
Hi everyone, it's me, Twy the Queen, but you can just call me Twy. I'm your 2023 Stream Supreme winner, and today I'm here to talk about Stream for a Cause. Stream for a Cause is a non-profit that believes in supporting grassroots and community-based organizations around the globe. From LGBTQI+ advocacy and programming to food equity and human rights, Stream for a Cause supports organizations who are out there making a difference in the communities just like yours. We work alongside our volunteer creators to advocate and raise funds which are used to fund direct service programs with charities and support sustainability, coaching, and mentorship with organizations to help them thrive.
She freaked out.
Thank you for your
She
support. And to get involved
that was
in
a
the work
funny
that we're doing
reaction.
today, be sure to visit streamforacause.org. Thank you.
Game Hers. There's an app. What does the app do? I guess it just probably keeps you in the loop of what's going on. Meet different people and whatnot. That's good. They got that. You know, they need to. Yeah, I mean, just like the gaming community needs to do anything that they can to, you know, get people together more, stuff like that. The toxicity and stuff that you see on Twitter and Facebook and whatever platform you're on is nuts. So the more we can kind of come together, that'd be cool.
Part-time Twitch streamer and full-time gaming.
Lounge Lizard with
The
that
COVID-19
nasty
pandemic
night.
caused
What's
a
cracking?
Massive turnaround surrounding how we interact with others on a day-to-day basis.
I
And
feel
gaming
that.
peaked
I
in
feel
ways
that
I
Lounge
think
Lizard.
none
A
of us
gamer
have
is a
ever
gamer no matter what.
I
But
personally became a
but
huge fan of Animal Crossing
when you
New
come
Horizons
from an
series.
earlier time
And
where
I couldn't
girls used to
imagine
be
how that
shunned
experience would have been
or
without
like
the comfort of
look
my Animal Crossing friends. Playing games
looked
on
down
your
upon
own
for
can be a lot of
gaming
fun.
or
It's
be
such a
kind of
great way to
exiled
clear
away
your
from gaming.
mind.
Because I remember growing up,
Nothing beats booting up your favorite
I remember all
multiplayer
sorts of
game and
times
spending some time with some of
my
your
cousins
favorite
being
people.
like telling the
Take your
sister that
virtual
that she
or
can't
even
play
IRL
games, go play with your
connections to the
Barbies
next
and stuff
level
like that.
with
So I
these
mean, I
awesome
get it.
games.
I get it.
Make
Just
sure
trying
you add
to
them to your
excite
wishlist
the
because these and
the
more
younger
will be
crowd,
available for purchase during
people
Steam's
that are a little
Women's
nervous
Day
to stand
sale
up for
event.
themselves. So I see why they do stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. Gaming gamer. If you're a gamer, you're just a gamer. It doesn't matter your gender.
Hey Dames for Games, we're the women of Riftweaver Game Studio.
Hey everyone, I'm Darcy. I'm our creative director.
Hi, I'm Desiree and I do quality assurance.
I'm Jacqueline. I work on UX.
I appreciate everyone that
Hey, I'm
pulled
Ruby,
up
and I'm
today,
a
though.
Java
Make sure you hit that like button.
Taylor, and I do social
Share it
media.
out if you got time. It's
And
all
I'm Claire,
good.
the lead writer.
But
We're
it's good
recording
to
directly
hear
the
from some of
Tales
y'all.
Fablecraft
It's been a
platform,
while since
where
I
our
did something
built-in video
solo.
chat makes it easy to play
I
from
always say I
anywhere.
need to do more of that,
In
but
Fablecraft, as with
I'll-
many
I'm
other
just always busy
TTRPGs,
doing stuff,
characters'
so
fates
I
are
don't know.
determined by the roll of a dice. Each player rolls their dice on the shared story scene, and results are automatically calculated, so you don't need to interrupt the flow of the game to figure out mechanics. We designed combat to be intuitive and fun. Players control their own
Bubble
tokens on
Bobble
interactive
Queen.
battle maps, where
I
they
love
can choose
it.
their target and roll dice to hit.
Yeah,
There
you
are
talking
tons of different
90s,
combat
yeah.
abilities to choose from, all brought to life with stunning sound and VFX. It's easy to run a game of Fablecraft for your friends, whether you're a first timer or forever GM.
he said, "Don't kill me,
Our
but this is
ready-to-play
better than
adventures
the
include an
Xbox partner
integrated
show."
GM guide
The
that
Xbox
serves
partner
up
show
the
is a lot
information
shorter
you
too,
need
though.
as you need whether you're playing dice rolls,
Less
changing
variety
artwork,
in the
or introducing an
Xbox
NPC.
show, but the Xbox show was pretty nice,
You can
so
bring
I
your
like that
adventures to
show.
life using a host of stunning artwork, all set in the world
It's
of
good to see
Mythos,
that
a place
Stalker,
where
the old
nature
Stalker's
dominates
coming back
and
with
magic runs
controller
wild.
support
You
because
can create
I
your
tried to
own
play the
stories
old
using the
Stalker
135
on PC,
unique assets
on
included with the
Steam,
free
and
base game. We're currently building
playing
homebrew
it mouse
tools,
and
so you'll
keyboard
soon
is,
be able to upload your own artwork too.
wasn't for me.
Thanks so much for watching and for giving us the opportunity to highlight the dames that work on this game. Please check out Fablecraft and wishlist us on Steam. Bye.
Hi, I'm Michelle. I'm the founder of Pangea Game Studios. We're developing a nautical game called Forgotten Seas, which is based on the mysteries of the Bermuda Triangle.
Oh shit! Is that how you're starting? Just getting
I
attacked?
graduated in computer science from the University of Washington. I'm a software engineer with a passion for game design and music. My game Forgotten Seas is a medley of my thoughts in life. I wanted a game where I could not only relax on a beach or build a home, but also seek out dangers on my own terms.
That is
In the
nuts!
Pacific Northwest, boating,
What the
fishing, and hiking
fuck?
were a big part of my life.
Yeah, that was
You will see
crazy.
elements of these in my game.
That was kinda dope.
Exploring through the oceans in a ship, or splitting wood and baking pies.
It's like Power Worlds with
Working on
boats.
games right out
What
of
is
college.
this?
To support my college education, I worked in fast food restaurants and worked landscaping jobs while juggling classes through high school.
That
community
looks
college,
kind of
and
legit.
college.
Can't
As
lie.
a female in the STEM field, I am not a stranger to the social stigma that comes with the tech trade. Creativity and structure often collide with each other. After a few hard-earned lessons, I decided to
Yeah, that
branch
girl
out on my
working.
I love to write and produce music. My vision is to bring great music and great games together. As a mom and a game dev, sometimes I wish there were 48 hours in the day. You
I
constantly
feel
run
that.
the risk of burnout. Burnouts are one of the biggest struggles for game designers, and it's extremely important to keep a clear head and set some time aside for
Yo, this
relaxing.
game looks dope.
When I'm not coding or taking care of day-to-day things, I'd like to play games with my family, compose music, and play musical instruments. Playing flute on a beautiful day can bring a lot of joy, not just to yourself, but others that I share music
This
with.
woman is a master of many. What
Hope
the
you enjoy what
fuck?
Pangea Game Studios brings to the gaming world. Make sure to wishlist Forgotten Seas.
Forgotten Seas. Yo, I need to check that joint out. Real shit. That was pretty dope.
Hey friends, I'm Kim Edwards.
I'm like
the
half
senior
tempted to
producer
just
at
go
Guided
straight.
Games.
You know
My
what?
background is
Yeah.
mostly in the tech startup
I'm gonna
industry.
forget if I don't.
love working at Guiley because it's located in Cincinnati, Ohio, where I grew up.
That was dope.
Rah Rah Boom is a modern take on a classic beat 'em up featuring 4 ninja cheerleaders.
I'm gonna wish
from
list that one
space
right now because that
battling
looks
to
pretty
save
hot.
Earth from AI gone rogue.
I like me a good survival
In
game.
addition to strong talent from women here in the Guiley
So,
studio, Rah Rah Boom
got-
features 4 diverse female protagonists. This
Forgotten
representation was
Seas.
fundamental to the game's
Oh, there's a
beginnings.
demo
Here, let's
for
take
it
a
right
look.
now. I'm downloading that joint.
Rah Rah Boom is a couch co-op featuring 4 playable characters fighting as
where's
a
that?
team to battle the AI robots who have overtaken Earth, sending humans fleeing
there
to
it is.
space. Rah Rah Boom features hand-drawn, retro-style art and a killer soundtrack to match the
11
fast-paced
gigs,
action.
so for an indie game, it's kind of big.
While our protagonists
Not mad
are
about
from outer
that. Let's
space,
go.
they are still relatable.
I got it downloading
reluctant
right now.
humans
Forgotten
in a
Seas. I'm gonna give it a
coming-of-age
try
story.
tonight.
Choose your character based on your playstyle that suits you, each with their own strengths and struggles. You can see our integrated lane system that allows you to quickly switch between lanes to strategically.
This looks pretty
target
dope
multiple
too. This is
opponents with
nuts.
improved accuracy. It
Oh,
also helps when
shit.
playing as a team.
What is
Your
this?
success is graded based on kills, assets, deaths
Yo,
throughout our many
this is like some
lanes and
Streets of
melee attacks.
Rage.
Choose from
And you get a
an array
report
of
card at the
options
end.
to
I can
advance
dig
your
that.
Right now, we
Tell people who's been really putting in the work out here.
And stay tuned as I try to keep
That game
the
looked
team on
pretty
time
fire.
towards the launch later this year. Thank you so much for watching the Dames for Games showcase, and to the organizers for building more of a spotlight
Let's
on
see,
women
Jack
and
says,
diversity in games.
from this show, the Xbox preview, there's something for everybody. Facts. Big facts. Big facts. Lounge Lizard said the hype is all good, but just a bit don't need, in my opinion, in my honest opinion. Just
Working for a
mark
small
it
indie company, we often have
as
lots of
is.
different roles. For example, in
Oh.
Orca 2, my roles have consisted
Yeah,
of
I mean, I
creating
get
social
it.
media content, writing
I mean,
character
I
commentary,
understand what you're
doing
saying.
PA, researching content, and writing questions, which was certainly a not safe for work job for Orca 2.
I understand what you're saying,
Now let
but
me
you
introduce
know,
to Orca 2, the party game of Savage Secrets.
people feel like they want to,
Answer
you know, they got the
delightfully
mission
offensive
to do
questions in
something,
secret.
and as long as it's for
Answer, and
for
whoever knows the
positivity,
best wins.
I don't care. As long as they're not doing it to just tell everybody else to go screw off.
Questions that will test
I know that's
friendships,
kind of the way it looks
relationships, and
sometimes, but I feel like they're more or less just trying to get. I don't
Perfect for
even see
intimate game
this.
nights
What
or
the
for
fuck are
big
they showing
parties.
somebody on the toilet for?
Orca 2, the most savage and hilarious party game.
I guess it's part of the game goof, I guess.
We also devote a lot of our
Oh,
time
I ain't trying to see nobody on the
inclusive
toilet.
gaming industry and helping more women get into games. Thank you so much, Dames for Games, for inviting us to participate in this incredible showcase. We are so proud to be recognised amongst so many other incredible female game developers, and we're really excited for you all to play Orca 2 later this year. And if you're a patient like me, then you can already check out the demo and wishlist it on Steam now.
I need to figure out what that side-scrolling 4-player game was. That looked dope.
Nestled in the heart of Malaysia, we're a game development studio behind the crafting of award-winning, adorable, and quirky games.
I'm gonna have to like
Brainstorming
fast
wild
forward
ideas to
through
forging social
this
connections,
later on,
I
like
open
just
marketing
skip around and
campaigns
see what
collaborate
certain
with
games
my
were
colleagues
called.
to
'Cause
elevate the company's
I don't remember
visibility.
every game that I liked.
Hi, my name is Jiahui.
I should keep a notepad with me so I can write this shit down, but lazy, I guess, for right now.
From character animations
That'll
to
be
dynamic
something I
cutscenes,
incorporate
I
in the
find
near
delivering
future.
mesmerizing
I
animations
go to
that bring
Walmart,
life
get
to
myself
our
a little
games
notebook.
and their characters, making them truly endearing and leaving players with lasting emotional connections.
Hi, my name is Farah and I'm the artist for WordWorks.
Never thought I'd buy a notebook outside of school, but here I am needing it.
Around art, so I'm passionate in bringing our games to life with a blend of 2D and 3D artistry. From sketching adorable characters to making cute models, I put my creativity into every aspect of the visual design for our games.
These are looking like some pals. What's going on here? I have no idea what's happening. I mean, this is something that looks like my daughter would like. Like a little bit of monkey ball. Like it looks like a bunch, just like a bunch of mini games included with like some survival. What is happening with that? What is this? It's a desktop virtual pet? That's freaking weird.
Don't be sad. I mean, I'm a little sad, but I'm also really happy because I know that there's another show right around the corner, and we are partnering with some incredible organizations. Oh my God. I don't even know what that face was, but it was like me trying to.
Are you talking about Clippy?
Because
you talking about
we're doing big
Clippy?
things, right? We're gonna have big guests on, okay? We're gonna show more developers. And
I remember
I
Clippy
just
from
wanna
way
give
back
a
in the
message
day.
to those who applied. We had an overwhelming amount of submissions this time, so do not despair.
I used to think
If you
Clippy
didn't
was
get in
dope.
this time,
I don't know why.
We have lots
I
more
thought he
shows
was
that we
dope.
have planned, okay? You're gonna get in there. We wanna make sure that everyone gets a chance to showcase their work and to be seen, heard, and respected. I say that all the time, but it's very, very important. Inclusiveness and diversity. So that's what we're working on, and that's why we're partnering with other people and other organizations later this year. So stay tuned for that. But before I go, there's some people I gotta thank. All right, you know who you are, but I'm gonna call you out anyway. IGN, GameSpot, and Steam. Guys, you just make my heart beat really fast, because without you, we wouldn't be able to reach everybody that we were trying to reach. So thank you for being our broadcast partners. I want to give a huge, huge, huge shout out to those organizations that worked with us and helped us put things together. Wings. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to put our games in your incredible cell that has a huge focus on women in the industry. So thank you for that. The Mix, you already know. Everybody on the Mix team, I have mad love for you. You guys are like, we're besties. We're like this, you know what I'm saying? And I want to give another shout out to some of the other people who have helped. Now, they've helped behind the scenes, but I am telling you, it takes so much to put a showcase together. So to my Dames for Games family, thank you so much for your continued support, your volunteered time. I love you. You guys are the best, and I appreciate everything that you do. We also want to give a shout out to our sponsors, Freedom Games and HeroCraft. Freedom, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You guys have been an ongoing supporter from the very beginning. We could not do what we do without your help and support. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And to HeroCraft, you guys have been a supporter twice now. And listen, I'm starting to catch feelings. I'm just gonna put that out there. I'm starting to catch feelings. But in all seriousness, thank you to all of those who have been affected by the things going on in the industry. Please know that we're here to support you as best we can. If you need resources, we will do our best to get you resources. And if you have resources, please share them with us so we can share them with a wider audience. This is it. This is the end. Until next time. I'll see you guys in the next
That was a fun little show. 2 game shows in one day. I can't be mad. I can't be mad at all. That's kind of nice. But you guys, that was a good little show. Thank you guys so much for showing up. Hopefully you guys got the chance to hit that like button and share this out. But if you didn't, that's cool too. I'm just happy that you were here and got to witness some of the show with me. Shout out to the people that put on this show. They did an excellent job. Red Infamy, good to see you. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to share this with you guys. Destiny Cleveland, thank you so much as well for showing up on the stream, saying a little something, and then also bringing us this awesome Games for Games stream. I had a really good time. Thank you so much, everybody. This is your boy Ham Solo signing out from TSWS Gaming, letting you know to keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace out, y'all.